G'day guys, welcome back to SuperCoach with DR and welcome to the round 4 NBL SuperCoach review. Not a fantastic week for me. I did use the boost expecting to try to make a bit of a climb in the ranks, and look, as you can see, did go up almost 90 spots, but certainly not what I was after. I was hoping I could crack into that top 1,000, but with Jalen Adams coming into the side, luck was not on my side. Call it luck, call it bad decision making, whatever you want. Just didn't work out. The only silver lining was the fact that I didn't captain him like many other people did. And I do know people that were in the top 100, 200 that have ballooned all the way out to a ranking similar to mine. So a very, very tough week for many. So 1,364 for the total score. Overall rank now is 1,408. So just hovering around that 1,500 mark at the moment. So this week, I don't think will be the week for me to really rocket up the rankings, but hopefully I'll be able to plan ahead and maybe look to have a solid month after that, I think. So that is it for the intro, guys. Hope that you're well. Let's get into the team itself and work out what on earth I'm going to do with my trades this week. All right, so quick review from last week. Xavier Cooks was my captain. This was one of the small wins that I did have, 68. I believe he was the highest scorer along with Wardenberg, which I didn't see coming from Sam Wardenberg, but very happy with this trade. I'm just going to hold on to him this week and then hopefully enjoy some really nice scores on the two upcoming doubles. So that'd be nice. Galloway was the other bloke I traded in and pretty disappointed, to be honest. A little bit underwhelming. Now, some of the people that know a lot more about NBL than I do believe that when Armstrong comes back, this helps Galloway with his game. Unfortunately, I don't think Armstrong's going to be back this week. So with a break even of, what's he on now? Of 25 on a single, I think he's going to start to lose some cash. So I may need to move him on this week or else just hold him for this single and then hope that Armstrong comes back for that double where he can hopefully improve his scoring. So still not sure what to do with Galloway. Certainly not a win, though, in my books. Mr. Lepepe, this man is now officially my favorite player in the NBL. A 6'6", absolute beast, offensive rebounding beast. Oh, I just love watching this guy play. A couple of doubles in the last couple of weeks as well. So score of 57. He's got a break even. It's in 12. So, oh my goodness, what a cash cow he's been. And there was times last week where I was actually contemplating playing this bloke on field. But in the end, I thought, no, what am I thinking? Silly talk there. No way I can do that. If I had have done that, just say gone with an Edwards instead of an Adams in that guard spot, I could have absolutely been laughing and got that real rise in the ranks that I was after last week. So, wrap with Lepepe, certainly going to stay in my team for the next, 3-4 weeks, you'd think. Aldridge, not doing anything at the moment. So one of those guys you'd really love to move on. With most of the teams, obviously this week has a single, but then does have a double. Will that sway to try to keep him? Well, probably not in my opinion. Maybe next week, given the fact that most of these guys will be on the double anyway. So see what we do with Aldridge, but not doing anything for me at the moment. Oliver, the 49. Look, it wasn't a disaster, but he has had a really underwhelming season. I was actually with SuperCoach Verns. You got to know Verns by now. If you don't and you're watching this video and you're into your NBL SuperCoach, make sure that you check out Verns' channel, absolute legend of a bloke. I was also joined by Boz as well. This is actually on the SuperCoach Hub, so make sure you check that discussion out. I think we recorded on a Monday or a Tuesday, can't remember now, but check that one out because they actually know what they're talking about. But we were talking about Oliver, and we all agreed he was pretty underwhelming. We thought that he was going to be a real cash cow moneymaker, along with a nice on-field scorer. He's been okay, but not what I was, and I think many of us were expecting him to actually deliver. Rob Lowe, a bit of a pot at the moment, 27 points. I was absolutely wrapped with that. And I'm planning on holding him this week, and then he'll have those, obviously, 3 doubles in a row. So I think it'd be just nice ones to have on your bench there, or even potentially on field with those doubles. See how we go there. Adams was a really disappointing one here. So 12 points, only played the one game, obviously, missed the second game. Disaster if you captain him, 24 points compared to myself. Lucky this week who captained Xavier Cooks, who got you 68. It means so many things when it comes to the overall ranks here, but extremely disappointing. and what he lost, over 25k. It was the same as Cook, so I think it was 405 or something like that. So yeah, it might have been around 30k that Adams lost. Really disappointing there. Davis, really low second game, so we're a little bit worried about his floor now, but I'm hoping he can bounce back. The worry is we see 65 break even here for Adams, who is on a single. And then we've got 48 here, not as bad for Davis, but on a single as well. So both are likely to lose money this week. If Adams plays, not too sure. But yeah, this was just it set so many teams back trading in Adams last week. Just really unlucky, in my opinion. Even if you had have lost a little bit of money, that's what I was expecting. You're still just locking him in. Then he's got the upcoming doubles after this week. But yeah, don't know what we can do there. Hickey, absolutely fantastic. So what a man this guy is. Lots of people trade him out, but all of a sudden, big money week. And look, with a break even of -3, we absolutely hold him this week. He's then got the double the week after, so maybe see how he goes this week and then reassess. But yeah, really good hold there. And then Henschel, geez, going to move this guy on. I had him all of last year. He did absolutely nothing for me. I thought, here we go. This is the year of Benny Henschel, but no, things just aren't working out for him at the moment. Pepper's getting some minutes, and with Webster back, I just don't really see a major role for him. So can I trade him out? Probably not at the moment, but I would really like to. So let's get on to the trade situation. So, all right, so I'm not trading out Cook, so he's absolutely staying. I'm not trading out Lepepe and Hickey with that low break even, along with Rob Lowe. So I'd really say that 4 blokes in my team are safe at the moment. Oliver's coming up to a double. You probably want to hold on to him, but as is Galloway as well. Aldridge coming on to the double. They all seem to be coming up to doubles, these guys, apart from your Kendrick Davis here. Now, Jaden Adams play. I tell you what, we were having this discussion, as I said, with the boys at the SuperCoach Hub earlier in the week, and we all agreed that there is certainly a world that if Adams does play this week, we just hold on to him. We cop that cash loss, but I suppose with the hope that by the end of his doubles, so single this week, then double, that he may get close to that 400k mark, even if it's a 380s, we just cop that 20k loss. I could probably stomach that. The other school of thought is he's definitely going to be losing money this week. Why not just jump off him and then jump on again? Maybe jump onto a moneymaker, actually make some coin. Well, this guy's going to be losing bulk coin, you'd think, if he plays, and then just simply make the switch again. So 2 schools of thought there. Are you focused more on the way you use your trades, the money? Are you happy just to lock someone like an Adams in or leave him in if he does play, so he can make moves on other players, just knowing that he's got those upcoming doubles? There's so much to think about here. The big discussion, obviously, is who do we bring in this week, along with who do we trade out. Now, when it comes to Tasmania, I'll just say straight out, there's no one that I'm interested in. No one that I'm interested in. You can't go with Doyle, I don't think, with his huge break even. I think it's 88 with the Duck Eggs last week. I don't think you can do it. Magnay has been super underwhelming. I've had him in, trade him out. I just don't think it's worth, just for this 1 week, trading him in. I've got other players in mind, other moves in mind. So not up for any Tassie blokes. But then you look at New Zealand, who have the next upcoming doubles, 3 in a row. You've got to get 1 bloke in. It's an absolute non-negotiable, and it's PJC. So the question is, who do you trade out for PJC? He is the guy that you need to get in. The second trade in, well, you could go for a number of players, but we'll talk about second trade-ins in a minute. So I would love to keep on to Adams. So let's look through some different scenarios. If I do trade out Adams, I don't actually have the money to go to PJC. I thought I'd be very close before what happened last week, but it is what it is. So I do need to make a second trade, and someone else needs to go out. Now, it's very easy here. Look at that difference in average, albeit it's only over 2 games. So I'm sure that average will eventually be going down. Other frustrating thing is his first score won't actually count towards his break even this week. So a little bit frustrating there, but he's man that you've just got to get in. So I need to find 37k to actually make this trade. Who else comes out? Now, we talked about the guys that are safe. what I could actually do is part ways with someone like a Galloway and then get in. Again, this is a really easy one, and I think that lots of teams will get him in. You could call it a little bit boring, but it's Sam Menenga, who, again, original score doesn't count as a break even. Again, a bit of a frustrating one. But you bring in 2 New Zealand players in. I'm getting Adams out, Galloway out. Weird thing is, or strange thing is, both of these guys actually have the double next week. Whereas you look at someone like a Kendrick Davis, who, if I make these moves, will be staying in my team. He's someone that I definitely need to move on in order to try to get some of that guard spot on a double. So I'm left with 11K. And then I suppose you need to look at what you're doing next week. Cook stays in, Menenga stays in, Lepepe. Aldridge has that double but doesn't need to stay in. Low, I'm keen to keep. Oliver is someone I'm actually happy to move, and I may even move this week. I could go your Oliver over your Galloway and actually pocket, 70K more to make this around the 80K mark. That could be a little bit safer. I'm just not too sure there, but Low's going to stay. Hickey does have the double, but look, if he gets up to that, 170 mark, even 175, 180, you could trade him down to someone like a Glover, and that would give me enough money, without a doubt, to go Davis up to Adams. It's a tough one. Henschel's the other guy, but I'm hoping that maybe after next week that I can maybe focus on my bench a little bit more, given the fact that I'll have a lot of premiums that are actually on doubles. So this is certainly one of the moves that I could make. If it wasn't Galloway, for example, it could be Oliver. And that way I've got around 80K in the bank. That's certainly another option I've got. Look, if I wanted to, I could actually keep onto Adams and then let go of a Kendrick Davis. So you're just locking in, and this, if Adams plays this week, you're locking in a big cash loss, you'd think anyway. But I'm locking in an elite guard on 2 doubles in a row, and I can focus on doing other things. 43K in the bank. Could I then potentially, with that 43K in the bank, if I make these moves here, then go your Galloway, who again I know will be on the double, but let's just say Galloway and Aldridge. So you go Aldridge down to someone that's really cheap, 100, 140. Is there a word we could go maybe Galloway and Aldridge to just say an absolute cheapie, even a DNP, go to a Matt Hurt or a White, or would that hurt me too much? I could absolutely do it with a boost. I've got 2 boosts in the bank. Certainly didn't use one correctly last week. But then, a Hickey could go, for example. Yeah, I don't know if it would be worth it, though. Your Hickey to Glover, Aldridge down, you Galloway up. These guys are all in doubles. So that is the awkward thing in doing that. Look, if it's not a Menenga, and I really want to go a little bit different here, I could trade in a centre or bring Aldridge in, play low, and then go all the way down to maybe someone like a Tyler Harvey. That could be an option. So they're the most likely moves to make. You've also got someone like a Mooney. So I could go, say, Davis out to a Mooney in that guard spot. And basically just lock in, 2 guards like that. Mooney, I must admit, I don't know a whole heap about, apart from the fact that with that guard spot, you're locking it in for the next 3 weeks. Also, another point is when Sydney come off their run of 2 doubles in a row, Perth actually come on for their run. I think it's 5, something ridiculous like that. So that's a good opportunity, and that's another reason why someone like an Adams may be handy to move straight to a Cotton. Then you could go from a Cook straight to a Pinder. You do little Oliver to a Pinder type if you've got the cash. That's another thing to keep in mind with the Sydney guys that you've got on your side. So if I did that, what are the moves next week? There's 23K in the bank. You probably want to get up to a White, don't you, or a Matt Hurt. So it could be a matter of going Hickey down and then you Galloway up. I just don't know a lot about Mooney. You know, what will the difference be between, say, Mooney and Adams if he's fit and firing? I'm really not too sure. So I am blabbering on again because I've just got no idea. I think if Taron Armstrong was playing, I may even go on Armstrong in that guard position. If I was to go someone different, just say if I was to trade out Adams to PJC. All right, so let's just say if I do that, and then let's just say an Oliver to a Mananga. I'd have 81K. Putting that on top for Galloway gives me 280, just over 280 there. So could I potentially, just say if I made these trades, could I then just, next week, could I go your Davis to your Armstrong? That would give me 130 odd K. Yeah, that's more than enough to go your White, your Hurt, who you're actually getting for 3 in a row. 81K on top of Volbridge. I'm getting what, 236. 336. Geez, it could be close. It could be close, so it could be an Armstrong. If I was to boost, say an Armstrong, a nobody, and then a Matt Hurt or a White. Yeah, many things to ponder. Many things to ponder. So in this same scenario, I could get rid of Davis instead of Adams if I wanted to do that. That's certainly something I could do. I could also be getting rid of Galloway over Oliver here, which is another move. But let's just say if I leave it like that for now, obviously PJC is the easiest captain I think we'll have this year. So you've got your Cooks, your PJC, who are 2 big boys coming into doubles. Everyone else is basically coming onto a double apart from your Davis, who is one I'd look to move next week. And with that money, it's easily up to an Adams, whatever he scores. Or else you could even go your Armstrong and then try to get up to a Cotton, who's got, as I said, his mad run. But that is probably how I'm going to run now. Yeah, so yes. Menenga's got to be on, Cook's got to be on. It's, do I go low over your Galloway, Pepe with the way he's going? Sydney Taz, you know, I'm almost tempted to go your Pepe here over your Galloway. Might even do that. Low, score pretty well. That's probably how I'm going to go, guys. So that is it for this week. Now, will I go through all these trades? I'm not too sure. I may absolutely change things up. I'm very keen not to boost. If anything, I may boost next week. If I did, it would most likely just to be for some sort of a cash grab, whether or not that be, I couldn't go up from a Henschel to a Prather, could I? I could go your Aldrich up to a Prather. I could go down to a Tyler Robertson and bank, what's that, an extra 50K. So I'm looking at 130K in the bank, and then hoping that what he scores 16 to 20, so that he goes up 30, 35K in a week. Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully I won't use a boost and I'll stay disciplined, but this game can make you do crazy things. So thanks for watching, guys. All the best luck with your team this week, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye.